Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Flesh and Blood stream. I am super pumped because I watched the keynote stream earlier today on Flesh and Blood's official page. If you haven't checked that out, you should. It was really good. Brian Gottlieb told a few jokes that were, they were kind of subpar, but either way, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. Redhead waifu time. I don't even know what Michael Paul's talking about, but I'm interested. Hey, Ben, what's going on, dude? So tonight, we're going to be talking about the Pro Tour, we're going to be talking about spoilers, and we're going to be playing some Boltyn later on in the stream. First up, I want to talk about spoilers. The spoiler season was really cool today. Like, I'm super excited. It was really awesome. Like, I just enjoyed seeing all the cards. Like, I love spoiler season so much. So we're going to start, I'm going to scroll through the Discord. I'm going to scroll through my Discord where the spoilers are, and we're going to talk about every card. By the way, if you're not in the Discord, ! Discord, or it's in the description on YouTube. Check it out. Hey, Simo, James, Peterson, what's going on, guys? How are you guys, dude? What's going on, everybody? I appreciate you guys being here making it tonight. Let's talk about spoilers. So, currently, we're in the Discord. All right, we're going to talk about the judge. Like, this is the judge spoilers, like, that they did for the new judge packs, which is, like, whatever. I don't know. This is, like, an adjudicator weapon. Who cares? This is from the new Azalea deck. They're making a thing, which I think is kind of cool, actually. And then this one from the new Boltyn deck is going to be a promo, which is actually pretty sweet. When is Amsterdam? Amsterdam is this weekend. It starts tomorrow sometime, like pretty early, I think. But looking at this, these are dope. Like, look at that lightning press. It's like, I don't know, it's just really cool. And then, like, you have the Fiendl's fighting spirit. Like, those are really sweet. They're just awesome. They're so cool. Like, now, don't get me wrong, the card is very similar to, like, how Magic does a lot of their, like, you know, like, extended art cards, but it is really cool, and I really like it. The art on this lightning press is actually insane. I wish I could zoom in more on this, but I can't, unfortunately. So I see this is a news channel. It's always changing, Lunatic. It's always changing. But let's talk about these for a while. Like I want to talk about these for a moment because I think these are actually really cool, and they serve a cool purpose. I'm not going to say a great purpose, but they serve a cool purpose because they're fun. So we have a 2 for 6, a 1 for 5, and a 3 for 7. They fit all of the resource like cost curves and like efficiency. They only block for 2, which is pretty sad. But they have, whenever this hits, turn a card in that the person that it hits arsenal face up, and then they each banish a different thing. The 1 for 5 banishes an attack action. The 2 for 6 banishes a non-attack action, and the 3 for 7 banishes an instant card, which is really cool. I'm wondering if these cards will have more value than we initially think off the top of our head, just because of how they work. I don't know, like this, I don't really think the instant would be that good, to be honest, but I don't know. This is kind of cool. CNC ban incoming. Dude, if they ban CNC, I would probably actually cry myself to sleep after I just bought foils. That would be terrible, man. Would be terrible, dude. I would be very sad if that happened. Okay, so we got an adult version of Verdance. If there are 8 or more Earth cards in your Banish zone, Verdance gets... whenever you gain life during your turn, you may deal 1 arcane damage to an opposing target. That does not say... like the first time. It says whenever, which means every single time you gain life, you get to deal an arcane instance. Like, you get to deal an arcane damage, which could be really cool with like Sigil of Solace and a lot of like the cards that we've seen. Like, there's the split cards that we're going to look at, and like one of them is called Life is like the second half of it, which is just insane. So Verdance could be really cool. We're going to jump around here a little bit because I want to see some of the heroes. All right, so I know this is one people are excited about, Ocelot, which only starts at 36. I'm pretty surprised. And it has the Lightning Essence, and it's an elemental wizard hero. And it says, once per turn instant, discard an instant, draw a card. So it's incentivizing you to play instants, but it has this like rummage effect. And if you didn't play Magic, then you don't know what rummage is. But like rummage is a common thing where like you discard a card and you draw a card because of it, which is pretty cool, I think. So I don't know. I'm excited. Hey, Annabelle, what's going on? Yo, Magic, what's up, buddy? How are you guys? So I don't know. Oslo could be really cool. I don't know. Oslo could be cool. I think this value looks very simple, but is a lot better than people think. I think the ability on Oslo is a lot better than people think, to be honest. Ooh, that's cool. I like the Marvel version of our elemental Runeblade hero. All right, here we go. The adult Florian. Here we go. We got this. Lost my armory tonight at 1 HP. Oh no, did you come in second? You mean like did you lose in the last round of the armory? Ah, Lord. And I'm doing well. Thank you. Thank you. Florian looks really cool. This is also Earth, and this is a Runeblade hero. If there are 8 or more Earth cards in your Banish Zone, Florian gets, if you would create 1 or more Aura tokens, instead create that many +1 of each of those tokens. So this seems like a really cool way to like, it seems like they've tried to take Briar and tried to fix it a little bit, and they've tried to like make it to where you can actually stack some of these abilities and make it insane. So I don't know, Florian could be really cool. I have saved, yeah, we don't have any more heroes, right? No, we don't have any more heroes. So I've saved the best for last. This is the hero I am most excited about. I cannot, like, Aurora. I'm going to be playing Aurora, and everybody can peel it from my cold, dead hands. I don't care if she's terrible. I will be playing her. Lightning is cool, and I like the fact that, like, she has that, like, lightning blue hair. Like, I think it's a really cool art, so I'm pretty excited. I'm hyped for Florian with the Marvel. Hey, Wally, what's up, dude? I'm about to dance on the graves of my opponents. Trent, what's up, buddy? How are you? I will always talk about me buying a heart mat and sleeves. This is oh, yeah. No, absolutely, dude. Absolutely. So the Aurora's ability is a once per turn instant, pay 2 resources, create an embodiment of lightning token. Activate this only if you've played a lightning card this turn. Let's just clarify here. This is insane. This is 2 resources to set up go again next turn, or like on your next thing that you do. This is going to be insane. Like, this ability is going to be awesome. I am super pumped. Aurora is going to be awesome. I will be playing Aurora. Plus, I have foil lightning surges I really want to play. So I will be playing Aurora. Like, Aurora is going to be really cool. She has a lot of like great value in my opinion. Did I scroll too far? Okay, so this is our first split card. Did it just get smaller somehow? Okay, that's like big dumb. Wish I could like zoom in on that more. So like, okay, I guess I can't. So Nolan Shock is a yellow at Majestic and it costs 1. So it has the keyword, it has the text of meld. A meld says you may play 1 or both sides of this card and each of them have the same cost. So if you want to play both sides, you have to pay 1 for each of them, which is really nice. Yeah, the Marvels look really cool. The Marvels look really cool. Yeah, lost in the finals. I mean, hey, losing in the finals is not a bad thing, man. Especially if it was at 1 HP. Like, it sounds like a good game, brother. Sounds like a good game. Only reason I want to play Aurora is because Lightning Press is a busted card. Lightning Press is awesome. Lightning Press is awesome. My locals said it was unplayable. I laughed in the face. Oh, yeah, whoever said that, like, I think that's kind of crazy, but... So if you want to play both sides of this card, you have to pay 1 for each of them, which is like really cool. This card does not block, and Shock says deal 1 damage to any hero. There's a card for Magic called Shock that just says like pay 1 resource, deal 2. So I think this is like a more balanced version of that, I guess. If target instant card costs less than the total arcane damage you've dealt to opposing heroes this turn, negate it. So we have now officially entered counterspell territory. We have now officially entered counterspell territory of cards, which is like bananas. This is the first like true hard counterspell that we've seen, and it's a wizard card, which makes sense. The fact that they're giving us like this negate effect really makes me wonder if we're going to go to like this like wizard control route. Like, Kano is combo. Icelander was like tempo control kind of thing. It was probably the most control deck we've ever had in the game. Cards that actually negate things means we might be moving to like hard control. I don't know. There was a negate effect, but it puts it back into, it puts it back into your hand, right? Like the ice one puts it back to your hand. Both Etherize and Rewind. So Rewind puts it back into your hand and you gain an action point. And I don't remember what Etherize does. So maybe I'm behind here. But still, like, the fact that, like, we have a card that, like, is conditional counterspell is really cool from one resource. I think that's kind of insane, actually. Hey, Drew, what's up, dude? How are you, buddy? Okay. This one is kind of cool. I like this card quite a bit. I like that this, like, Comet Storm is a 2 for 5. But you can also play this if you have, like, an extra 2 resources laying around where you just get to deal 1 arcane damage. I do like that it says any target. We've now went into this, like, any target realm where, like, we're, like, hitting allies and things like that, and I really like that. I think that's definitely a positive change for the game. And then Thistle Bloom. Okay, life is the other section. So this is a 3-block Majestic that costs 0. And it says create X rune chance where X is the total number of life you've gained. Gain 1 life. You can literally play this card from your hand and choose to, if I'm understanding this correctly, somebody correct me if I'm, like, wrong here, but you can choose to resolve life first and then choose Thistle Bloom so that you can resolve this last, is my understanding of how the split cards work. So I think that's pretty cool. And then I like this one as well. Deal 4 arcane damage to any target, and it has gain a life, so they each cost 1. The fact that, like, they're doing, like, some of them are, like, double instants, which is neat. And then some of them are, like, instant actions. And, like, I really like that. I think it's cool. Instant goes first. Verdant's hero power being any target is nuts. When Ashwings return, I'm going to have fun. So the instant has to happen first. Is that what you're saying, Simo? Like, it has to resolve that way first? Because that's interesting. I mean, I guess it makes sense. Okay. This card is cool as well. Rosetta Macro. It just says you start the game with this at the arena when you are playing a Rosetta limited format. I think I heard today that they said there's going to be 0 arcane barrier in this set. So I think that this is, like, kind of how you have to use this to prevent arcane damage, which could make wizards broken. But also, it looks like that's why they're giving things like counterspell. Like, I think, like, they're giving this, like, negate effects. I don't know. Because it just goes on the stack over the action. Okay, that makes sense. All right. This card. This card right here. This card is absolutely insane. This card is called Burn Up and Shock at red. It's a rare. And it costs 0, and it blocks 3. This card is so dumb because this is the next time an attack you control, an attack, not attack action, an attack hits a hero, deal 4 arcane damage to them, and the shock side deals 1 damage to them. This card is bananas. This just feels insane. I'm wanting Aurora to be good, and that split card is what I'm wanting. Yeah, so this split card is, like, really good, I think, for Aurora. I also want Aurora to be really good. It makes me want to go out and buy Spellbound Creepers, to be honest, which is probably, it's like, now's probably a terrible time to do it, but I would like to have one. So I don't know, like that card's really cool. And then these are the most recent cards that got spoiled. This is a lightning form. It's a 1 for 5, and when it hits, create an embodiment of lightning. And I love the, like, a lightning bolt here in the middle of the card. Like, I don't know, it's just really cool. I want to play Team Sealed with Zach and Drew. Dude, I would love to play Team Sealed. Like, that would be, yeah, I would love to play Team Sealed. Sorry, I realized I didn't finish my thought from a minute ago. So my thought process behind buying Spellbound Creepers is that you can use Tunic to activate Spellbound Creepers after you've attacked, and you can play this naming both sides. So, like, you just get the, like, instant speed in this card that deals a 4 extra damage. I don't know. It's really broken, in my opinion. I think it's insane. Did it have Go Again without it? Yeah, plus it has Go Again, so it gets your action point back regardless, which is insane. And then we have the 3 for 7. When this hits, create an embodiment of Earth. This feels very, like, Fatigue Briar-esque, but nonetheless, it's a cool card, right? I don't know. I want to win Brad's trust, even though I'm a whiny Ryan. LOL, dude. Bro, y'all are killing me. Isn't Burn Up like the lightning cards, like Electrolyze and Toxicity, and are pretty bad because they don't force? So, Annabelle, I think it's a little bit different when you're specifically looking at that card because it blocks 3 and it's a 0 costing the instant speed deals an arcane damage to, like, in the game if need be. Also, you can just play it off of Spellbound Creepers. So if you could play Toxicity off of Spellbound Creepers, it would be bananas in my opinion. But the fact that you can't, I don't know. Like, I think it's going to be pretty good, to be honest, Annabelle. I could be wrong, but Creepers are about to be the most broken feet picks in Fab. Dude, so true. Really hoping Aurora is the aggro deck I've been wanting. Dude, same. Like, I have been, like, trying to find an aggro deck that I like, and, dude, I really think... I really think that Aurora is going to be it. I really hope so. I'm buying all of my lightning cards in preparation for it. So I don't know. I'm thinking it's going to be pretty cool. Thinking it's going to be pretty exciting. So after talking about the spoilers, this set looks even cooler to me than it did. I buy a case of every set, mostly because I like to open the packs and like it's fun to do. But man, I might buy 2 cases of this set. I might buy 2 cases of this set. Like, this looks cool enough to like buy. I don't know. This is so cool. Like, I love this set, and Aurora looks awesome. Like, I got foil lightning surges. I got foil arcanic crackles or whatever they're called. Not arcanic crackles. That's a rune bladed 0 for 3. Arcanic shockwave, I think is what it's called. I think that's what I'm talking about. I want to play that card. Not leaving Boltyn behind, bro. We're playing Boltyn tonight. Brother. I'm playing Boltyn tomorrow night in an armory. A basketball tournament I was supposed to play in this week just kind of like fell through. I don't know. I got a text saying that we weren't playing, so I'm kind of curious to know if like they picked up somebody that was better than me, because I haven't been good at basketball in a long time. But either way, I'm very excited about the set, and I think it's going to be dope. The next thing I want to talk about before we get into Boltyn games is I want to talk about the PT here for a minute. So, Tour Amsterdam starts tomorrow, which, if you're on the Eastern time zone, like I am, I think it starts at like 3 a.m. I'm seriously debating waking up and watching it. I don't know if I'm going to do that. I'm thinking about it, though. It's like, it's up here. I'm thinking about it, so... If anybody else is going to be up and like wants to persuade me into like doing something stupid, let me know, because I could be talked into getting up early to watch PT Amsterdam, honestly. While he's trying to convince Drew to move on from Boltyn, bro. So Tour Amsterdam is going to be really interesting. They banned yellow and blue Bonds of Ancestry from Zin, and then we saw KO get a massive uptick. But we also saw, it's interesting because before KO got a massive uptick, you know, Prism and Kano were on the rise. And I think KO does a good job at combating both of those. KO plays like, you know, 22 to 23 blues in my experience, and plays AB3 pretty efficiently, and has a better Prism matchup because it has more poppers. Now, it's not free by any means, but it's better, I think. So I don't know. KO, like, you know, and I have to say, you know, the one thing I want to say, Brad has been saying this for weeks now, and I like to give credit where credit is due, that KO was the biggest winner from the Bonds band in CC. And the results kind of feel undisputable a little bit, but I don't know. Like, Zin's still really good, and I think Zin could still make a run at the PT. I'm curious to see what does really well at Pro Tour Amsterdam. KO's at the top of my list. I also think Prism has a good look in the metagame. Moving forward, Prism and KO are probably my 2 top picks, and nobody's gonna like what I'm about to say, but I kind of like Victor at PT Amsterdam. Kind of like Victor. I know I shouldn't. Levia better than KO? I am not gonna argue with that. I think Levia is the better brute, but so the problem with that, your statement is correct, right? When we look at that in a vacuum, your statement is correct, and I agree with you, but the problem there is that the amount of people that can pick up KO and play at a high level and the amount of people that can pick up Levia and play at a high level are not even remotely the same. And I know Ethan's already said he's not going to Amsterdam. So unless he, like, you know, gave the secret sauce to somebody on his team, which is a very good possibility, I would say that, I just don't know that many great Levia players. You know what I mean? My PT prediction is Prism. I like that. KO's Prism and Zen matchup are both a coin flip, to be honest. I mean, that makes sense. Nothing wrong with Victor. It's good. I think Victor's better than people are giving it credit for, James, to be entirely honest. I really enjoy Victor. Yeah, Levia is the hardest champion to play. I'm an OTP Levia. I know so. OTP. I'm sorry, I don't know what that means. James said, my man said, I'd be playing Maxx. Victor would be a good pick if you were there, Pookie, but I can't agree. Dude, Trent. The love, man. I appreciate it, brother. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate the love, man. KO must be one of the most strongest underrated decks going. I agree, Dan. I think that KO has a much better place in the metagame than people originally thought. Like, I think Brad was spot on when he said that like one of the biggest winners was KO from the ban, and I think that makes a lot of sense. So, oh, one trick pony. You only play Levia, dude. That means if you watch me play Levia Magic, if you watch me play Levia, you'd have a stroke. I've gotten better with Levia, but like Levia's hard. Levia is a hard deck to play, and I've struggled in the past with her. I'm calling a big attack Enigma to take the PT. Oh, I see. So you think that James thinks that we got Enigma taking it down, but it's the attack version. Like we're playing like Pseudo Guardian with Illusionist cards. I already watched you play Levia. Yeah, dude. Then you know. Then you know, brother. I've practiced. I've gotten better off stream, but I'm not good at Levia. Like that's for sure. Aggro is very stroke pilled. Dude, Drew said that one night. Drew was like, if you ever actually have a stroke on stream, nobody's ever gonna believe you because you say it all the time. Like, and yeah, I agree. I agree. I've beaten every Victor I've played against since we played, and I've caught major blunders on their side versus every single one. Brother, Trent, man, like, in case y'all missed it the other night, like, Trent had some bad variants from Talishar the other night, and I had some pretty good variants from Talishar the other night, so it was kind of rough when him and I played the other night. Let's all agree with Lucas Oswald for a minute, though. If any of the KO players do well in draft, PT is screwed all around. I like that. It's kind of like, yeah, I agree. Like, the Kano players doing well in draft is just, it's not a thing because they don't understand how to play the game on a basic level. I'm kidding. Like, that's like a running joke a lot of my buddies make, but yeah. I vote Zen or New. I could see that as well. I could see Zen or New taking it down. Like, New's very good. She has to hit some good matchups, in my opinion. Like, I don't know how New ever beats Enigma or Prism, but, and I think Prism's on an uptick, to be honest. I think Prism's on an uptick. All right, we talked about the PT. We talked about spoilers. Let's play Boltyn. I'm excited to play Boltyn. I have still been working on Boltyn a little bit. I haven't added any more matchups into this deck yet, but I did make some changes. Drew and I were having a conversation the other day, and I made some changes. I ended up cutting the Soul Shields and added in Sync Belows just because they play efficiently. That gives us 2 0-cost defense reactions. And I think they can be pretty good, especially with, like, if we compare a Saving Grace with some equipment. I think we can get a lot of value out of it. So I'm going to attempt to play Sync Below tonight and see how it feels. The shade on the Kano players is real. Yeah, it's because I'm a Victor, man. It's because every time I play against Kano, they're just like, oh yeah, thanks for the free win. And I'm like, yeah, you're welcome. Like, it's just... Turducken. What a name. I like it, though. My dark horse is some great axe warrior. Ooh, that's interesting. We're talking about fatigue here, huh? This feels like a Tunic matchup. I don't really... Maybe we just want to go straight aggro here. I don't know. I really don't know, like, if we want anything to, like, block or play efficiently here, or if we just want to go straight aggro into him. You know what? Let's just run it. Let's just run. Let's just be aggressive and see what happens. Huh. So I would like to fill my soul without giving them an opportunity to, like, really do anything. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to pitch Lumina Lance to Iron Song versus, and then I'm going to charge Bolting Blade. I know that they get to fill their graveyard here, but I think that I have to... I think I have to attack to charge some soul here. Maybe not full fatigue. Okay. And, oh, they're on, like, Wild Ride Levia. Interesting. And they're playing Ball Breaker and Claw. This is the Ethan list. Like, yeah, this is, as far as I know, this is, like, Ethan's list to a T. Yikes. I mean, this hand might be blocked Valiant Thrust, block Engulfing Light. And throw Express Lightning, charge Courageous Steel Hand. We can set up a hand with the Take Flight for Tunic. I don't know. If we had a yellow here, I could pitch a card. I could block with a card. I could pitch the yellow to play Take Flight and then play the Valiant Thrust and then play Raiden to like get value here. But it does, like, without a yellow, this hand's like kind of awkward. I promise it's not me. Magic said, I promise it's not me. Yeah, this is the agility Levia. Yeah, I think like this is like very similar to like Ethan's Levia from what I understand about it. This is 8 go again. So if I go to 32, what does my hand look like? It's better to just block 6, right? Like, I hate to, but I think we should. I think it's the best thing we can do. And then, I mean, we could just block 5 and take a reset here. Now, I want to charge my soul, I think. Like, I think we want to charge our soul. Just kidding. I don't think we're going to take all of this. I wasn't expecting him to throw that at me, to be honest. I was not expecting him to throw the Ball Breaker at me. I should read this card. What does this card say? If you've discarded a card with 6 or more power this turn, this gets +1. Okay, gotcha. So it fits into the category of what he's looking for. So my turn is Tunic to take flight, charge Beacon of Victory, or no, I'm sorry, charge Bolt of Courage. And then I can give it go, or have go again, throw Raiden, throw Bolting Blade, and then throw Snatch. Potentially throw Bolting Blade, if it all lines up here. To watch PT. Oh yeah, you'll be up. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, you're in the UK. Of course you'll be up. Duh. I'm still debating if I want to be up at that hour. That's something I'm like debating if it's a good idea or not. I wonder if they're like even really playing Blood Debt. Like obviously they're playing Blood Debt stuff, but I wonder if they're like planning to like fill up their Banish Zone here. Yeah, so it's actually 1 more point because of the +1. I mean, we could only block 5 regardless, but Trent makes a good point that blocking the Ball Breaker is better than blocking the Mandible Claw. I'm gonna refresh. It's probably me. It's like normally I'm the drama. Is it me? Am I the drama? I mean, yeah, I think we could also try to charge the Bolt of Courage, like keep the Bolt of Courage to charge it if we wanted to like go that route, but I don't think that's the correct play here. I don't think that's the correct play. Bro, it's the PT. You should 100% stay awake for it. I'm going to watch the CC and then dip, though. Draft is super dull to me. I mean, watching draft can be a little boring. I get that. Does anybody know if it's CC or draft first? Does anybody know which is coming up first when it comes time for the PT? Oh, man. Interesting. Okay. I mean, I am definitely intrigued by this option. So we're going to come in for 3. On hit, we make a courage token. And we have the Beacon of Victory that we can arsenal. I mean, we could have also have given this go again here if we wanted to, but it's usually CC first. I mean, that makes sense. Like, I think, I know that for a while they did draft first and then they started doing CC first, or maybe that was like just the first event. I can't remember. I'm actually ecstatic to see them give up all their equipment because means we can double Lumina them this turn. We could block with the Beacon of Victory here if we wanted to. Block with this and charge the Beacon of Victory. So if I play Engulfing Light and then put this into my soul, I can play Beacon of Victory to give it +1. And then we can charge this Beacon of Victory to draw a card. I really don't think they were supposed to play that there. But when we block like this, we can double Lumina though, right? And this deck plays like mad offense. Blocking like this allows us to double Lumina, right? Like blocking with the equipment gives us exactly the ability to go double Lumina, right? New cult will disown any new who loses on stream to Victor. Bro, that's aggressive. If you don't watch it, I won't let you live it down when Victor goes back-to-back W's against New and Prism on stream. Just remember that. I'll keep that in mind. I would love for that to happen. I would love for that to happen. We're going to banish 1 card, and we go down to exactly 1 card. This goes back into our soul. We play Lumina. We play Lumina, and then we have exactly what we need to throw all of it right here. Did I miscount, Drew? I mean, blocking with this gave me the ability to do that, right? Because now we have the 2 that we need. And they have to make the decision here. Do they want to take a bunch of life and let us gain life? Or do they want to give us their hand? And the fact that they're just letting it hit means that we're just going to do it here. I mean, we are spending a lot of soul, but it's okay, though, I think. I mean, we literally get to throw 15 at them, and we've gained 3 life to this point. We gained 5 life. I mean, that was a 20-point swing just on that alone. So you don't have to charge to make this happen, but it does say target light attack. That attack didn't hit, then you were off, but since it did, you're fine. Since that attack hit. Oh, the engulfing light. Gotcha. Oh, yeah. If the engulfing light doesn't hit, then sure, we're off 1. I'm curious to see what they do here because, like, my hand's pretty solid. I don't really understand why they would roll there. We'll take 4, go to 8, and then it's going to be ball breaker for 4. That or they have a rough shot in their hand, which I highly doubt. But I wonder if you should have grabbed Spirit there. Oh yeah, the Engulfing Light gave me enough soul. Huh. It's an interesting decision here. We take 5, go to 3, and then I get to charge the Banneret of Courage. But then I'm forced to play this. I think I would rather just block and not get the value, right? I don't think I want to charge a card here. I think I just want to go to 3. Now, being able to throw the Graveling Growl like that was actually really cool. So this is 3. And they probably don't block this. Trent calling me out feels bad. I mean, we could have grabbed Spirit there, but I don't know if I'm supposed to be honest, Brad. I don't know. Like, we could have. It's an interesting decision point, right? So... we're going to go +2 draw on hit. And we're going to use Boltyn. And we get to draw the Illuminate. And then it's Snatch for 5. Because of the Courage token we created from the Banneret of Courage. So not charging off the leg piece also gives us the ability to throw the Snatch for 5 here. Either forcing more cards out of their hand or forcing them to give us the on-hit effect. Because if they give us a 3 block of both of their equipment, they still take 1 and we get to give go again here. So it's like they're forced into making a decision. Draw the last Lumina right here. And then arsenaling the Beaming Bravado is looking pretty good here. Probably should have saved that for whatever's coming next. I mean, maybe they thought my turn was over here. I don't know. I like throwing the Illuminate, though. We're probably going to give a couple cards from hand here. I'm not sure. Boltyn plays more like a Rune Blade than he does a Warrior. That's fair. I mean, that makes sense, honestly. No, every warrior except Boltyn for the longest time. He didn't feel like a warrior. I mean, yeah, he definitely is like more of an aggro deck than he feels like just a straight up warrior to me. I can block Beaming Bravado and Engulfing Light. Huh, that's tough. So I can block like this. And then I can go Beaming Bravado for 4, charge this, and then Raiden for 3. They give me a card, go to 2. They give me a card, go to 1, and then Valiant Thrust wins the game. So if they don't draw Reckless, we win on the spot. Or I could give the Valiant Thrust to block 10, stay at 3, and then go... hang on, let's tell them we're thinking. And then go Beaming Bravado for 4. Use Tunic to activate Iron Song versus before we start. And then go Beaming Bravado for 4, give it go again, and then throw Raiden for 3. And we only get 2 cards out of their hand. I think we're supposed to go for the win here. Oh, wait. This is... yeah, no way, I have to block here. Yeah, thank you for pointing that out. I just realized that I'm taking lethal here. So just kidding. We have to block like that. Man, glad y'all pointed that out. That would have been a real feels bad to just die. because I'm bad at math. This is what happens when you guys don't let me play Victor, when I'm not just blocking with test of strengths all game. Man. You don't love to see it. You don't love to see the just, you know, dying. It's not like it was on stream or anything. Yeah. Somebody needs to just like clip me just sitting and talking about how somebody just needs to clip me sitting and talking about like, oh, I can take this and go to 1 when it's like clearly I'm just dead, because I mean, I think that'd be a hilarious clip. 10 to 7 is a very complicated operation to do. I feel you. Thanks, man. I'm glad that somebody understands my pain here. So because we charged a yellow card, this gets +1. And then Raiden gets a card, and they either go to 1 here off of giving me a card, or they give me this Gabs. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. And then we're just going to hope that their 2 cards can't kill me here. I guess we're also hoping that there's some world that they can't turn off Blood Debt. Because if they can't turn off Blood Debt, then we can just kill them. Think my opponent might have been doing some meme math there. Okay, it's good we didn't, like, go to 1 in my imaginary world where that was even a thing. So I'm going to block Lumina Lance here. I mean, they're just dead, which is kind of cool. They died of Blood Debt. So even playing this like interesting version of Levia, they still got Levia, which is interesting. So my hand was going to be Beaming Bravado, Charge Celestial Cataclysm into Raiden into 7, which ends the game even if they do stay at 2. Especially considering they have a no block in their hand. But yeah, would have won us the game either way. How are you 10 cards down? Because Boltyn charges like crazy, and like you just running out of cards that way, you kind of like fatigue yourself. It's kind of like Dash in that sense, in my opinion. I mean, I guess Brad's not wrong. Technically, I can play Test of Strength in Boltyn. We can. Would be wildly stupid, but we could. Like to see the look on some dude's face when I'm playing one night, and like I flip Boltyn and I just like block with a test of strength. Have to be on some serious sauce there, brother. I wonder if Bravo's supposed to play test of strength, like just as a value block that also gives them something later. This person's name is Big Tobacco. That's a name if I've ever heard one. I mean, I think this is just a race. Like, they're trying to set up and do things, but we probably just want to run the 60-card aggressive deck here and just try to run them over. Test of Strength and cash in? Go on. You have my attention. You have my attention, sir. Ew, that's gross. I don't like blocking this way, but we're gonna hope we draw a hand that does something. We need like a good card off the top here. Chief called, that ain't it. We could technically pitch our whole hand to throw 7 here. I don't think that's correct at all. Oh my god, this hand's so bad. I've played against this guy before. Dude, lol, that's hilarious. I mean, but it's there. We could play Test of Strength and cash in. I mean, I think I'm about to play this just to get it out of my hand. Like, honestly. It's like the sad world I'm living in right now. Okay. So let's think about our turn here for a second. I can block Take Flight, pitch Bolting Blade to go Take Flight, charge. No. I need to pitch Bolting Blade to play Take Flight, charging Take Flight, and then play Valiant Thrust. Hey, Riddler, what's up, brother? How are you, man? I wonder if we're supposed to, like, draw a card here. I don't know. The fact that, like, we've seen two hands where we weren't able to set any, like... We weren't able to set up any soul has been very detrimental to our game plan here. I think I'm actually going to pitch the Take Flight and charge the Bolting Blade. And honestly, maybe we're just supposed to throw 7 here and save the soul for next turn so that we can try to set up Lumina stuff. Well, they've already found out how to flip pretty quickly here, so... We might just be blocking with Halo's Grace here. I don't know. We gotta mix something up here. So if I block Halo's Grace and charge the Cataclysm, I get 2 cards into my soul, which means I go Engulfing Light, charge Illuminate, or whatever we draw potentially, Beacon for Lumina, and the double Lumina. And I'll go up to 2 cards, then I'll go up to 3 cards, then go down to 2 cards. So yeah, it'll go up to 2 on this turn, go up to 3 next turn, go down to 2, and then I'll have 2 chances to hit with the Raiden. Seems okay. Hey, what's up, Josh? How are you, buddy? I could alternatively use Tunic to go via the Vanguard, charge Beacon and Engulfing Light, throw Illuminate, and then Raiden. Go up to 4, then go down to 3. Down to 2. I don't know. This whole thing feels weird. I mean, this is a hand, but I don't know how I'm supposed to play this. I'm doing well. How are you, Josh? I am doing well, brother. Gain that action point back. Okay. Well, we've lost. Hey, turn 3, flip the suit. I don't know that we can ever win this game when Maxx turn 3 flips the suit, but... I mean, I think we have to keep this hand. So, V doesn't work with Lumina, right? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, V doesn't work with Lumina, so I think I still have to play the Engulfing Light and Arsenal this. And if this gets the value of hitting, then cool. Okay, so Beacon for 1. We go and get Illumina. We activate. We play Lumina. Play Lumina. And then we can swing it all every time, no matter what. Doesn't every Maxx mech turn 3? Not the ones I'm playing against. So you guys must be playing against better Maxes than I've run into, because I mean, don't get me wrong, it happens, but it does not happen often enough for me to like. I was physically surprised when it happened, so you know, there's that. Just getting ready for Rosetta premiere in Tampa, dude. It's gonna be really cool. After seeing all the cards today at the keynote, I'm very, very excited for how all of that's gonna look. Yeah. I mean, this hand's pretty good. Problem is I can just block it, right? So even if I go get Spirit, I have to play the V there, right? Like, that's, like, ultimately the biggest issue, I think. Is that I have to, like, start with V, charge Illuminate, Beacon, find Spirit, Engulfing Light, charge Spirit, Flash, Illumina, swing, swing. That would have been pretty good. Yeah, that would have been a pretty solid turn. Yeah, see, I didn't even think about something like that. This is like definitely where my lack of knowledge comes in with it. Look at what you're missing. Yeah. So we get to come in for 6. And then we get to come in for 9. Although I don't really think it matters. Oh, we're just super dead here. And by that I mean super dead. And Brad says he doesn't play Boltyn. Yeah, I mean, you might as well. And then we get to block 6. Block 3, go to 4. Am I just dead? And then block 1 and die. Big Sag. I mean, yeah, when like Maxx slipped on turn 3, we lost. There were a couple better lines I could have taken, like that people were nice enough to point out, and I appreciate that. But yeah, I don't. You're probably never going to beat Maxx when he flips on turn 3, unless you're playing like 12 defense reactions and fatiguing, which I don't really think we can do here. I've never played Boltyn, I swear. Gonna be a lot of people. I mean, listen, it's gonna be a fun event, man. Like, it's gonna be a cool event. I think, do we want Tunic here? So the weakest link's really good into him. Command and Conquer's really good. We can cut the buffs. We probably want all the D reacts too. Okay. Is that Maxx? I don't think I could have drawn better that game. A bit of a high roll on my end. Oh, dude, Tyler, it was a good game, man. I appreciate the game. Yeah, when you flipped on turn 3, like there's like literally in the stream when you flipped, I was like, oh, okay, we're just dead here. Like, it's tough when you're able to flick the Maxx suit that early. Or the mech suit is tough for me to keep up. But you played that really well, man. It was a good game. No Tunic, take the other one against KO. Why would we take the other one in? I'm like honestly curious. Get a sleeve from Josh Lau and get a Leviathan by Ethan. Oh, that'll be cool. You can Smashing Performance the Nitro Mechanoid. Yeah, because it's an item, right? Like it's an item as well, which is like really dumb and cool. Are you gonna be wearing your shirt, Josh, when you go to Tampa? Like, honestly curious. Surprised that KO left. I don't know why they did. I mean... Better blocking KO is aggro anyway, so Tunic is minimal value. I mean, I guess if the game's over in like 4 turns, then we only get 1 turn of Tunic value, so better off just to run Soul Bond Resolve. Makes sense. I just want an opponent. Kind of figured there'd be more people like playing Talishar the night before the PT, honestly. That's why it's a must-have one of them I ran our list. It can also kill Spirit of Arena. Oh, it's an item, isn't it? Spirit's an item, right? So you can actually just, like, get got. You just get to do that to someone? Yeah, Light Warrior action item. It's just, man. Can you imagine just being like, get got, nerd? I assume we want to go first. Set up Soul. Oh, it's Nick. What's up, dude? Nick, if you're watching, good luck, brother. So... Like, are we just playing these as value? Maybe I'm not playing Sinks here. Let's play 61. No, let's cut a Bolting Blade. Try it like this. We'll try this and see what happens. Literally not a way to charge. We're going to activate Iron Song versus, and we're going to throw the Snatch here. We're just going to clear cards here. Flat 60 or nothing? Oh, that's a hard and fast stance. Tell me about that. Hey, what's up, Geek? How are you, brother? Yeah, this is definitely an L turn 0. L for Lumina. No, this turn 0 sucks, dude. This turn 0's terrible. We are going to Arsenal a Saving Grace. We can charge the Spirit of Arena, though. That's pretty dope. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Plus, there's a fun interaction between Soul Bond and Reckless Swing. What is that interaction? Like, genuinely curious what that interaction is. Well, this sucks. It's an awkward hand. Pitched a yellow Bear Fangs. I mean, we don't really have the soul for Lumina, so I kind of just want to pitch it, right? Well, I guess we don't have to. We can keep the Lumina in hand. Just run this out and pass. I thought I clicked pass one more time. We're not going to block, and I'm going to charge the Valiant Thrust here. Probably end up blocking with the Lumina. Yeah, I think putting the Spirit into play was really good. Oh, Soul Bond preventing 1 from that is pretty cool. It's just if you've charged a card, so we're just going to charge the Valiant Thrust, I think. And just block 5. Just play efficiently here. I mean, I guess it's not really blocking 5, but... I can take 3 here. I'm sorry, take 2 because of Soul Bond Resolve. Throw Snatch, Arsenal to Lumina. We could block with the Soul Bond Resolve here if we wanted to like get the extra value here, but we ended up taking 2, which is not bad. We set up a Soul, we have Spirit in play, and we're going to Arsenal at Lumina, which is pretty solid. 2 cards to block 5 and set up your Soul and have 1 prevent. I mean, it's pretty good. Yeah, I agree. It's pretty solid here. Oh, Warband of Bologna over this card? I mean, that also makes sense. Warband is pretty good. My gut is telling me to block Beacon, Beaming, and Illuminate and pitch this to throw Weakest Link. But I think the best thing to do is to block a Beacon, Beaming, Weakest Link, and to throw Illuminate. Maybe there's a world where I'm supposed to... Because I want to get the Lumina back, right? Like, blocking this is almost, I would say, mandatory. I don't think we want to give up equipment here. I don't think we do. Yeah, that was also the first line that I found, was to block with the other 3 cards, throw Illuminate and Arsenal the Lumina here. Because any turn that we can, like, set up the Lumina is going to be good for us. Especially since it's an instant, we can set up action points to not have to, like, use Boltyn's ability to give go again. And if we're able to set up, like, a double or maybe even a triple Lumina turn, then we can, like, just go ham. The Weakest Link is your best friend against Levia. So it's interesting that you say that, because I've played it against Levia and it felt very medium. Like, very, very medium. So I can try to keep the Express Lightning. We should block 3 here and take 3 and see what follows this up, I think. Because we're able to go... We could keep the hand where we go Beaming Bravado, charge Cataclysm, give go again, and throw Raiden. I don't know. We could also keep this hand, block Cataclysm and Beaming Bravado, and throw Express Lightning. You love to see that, honestly. I think I'm willing to take 3 to do this. I would like to get equipment out of the way before I just start throwing, like, before I play the Lumina. Would also like to save for a double Lumina turn if I can. I don't know if that's, like, me being greedy or not, though. Like, I don't want to wait too long and, like, lose my cards, right? Levia plays around 15 no blocks, and a lot of those are power cards or pitch cards. Okay, I mean, yeah, so... I'm definitely not saying that, like, it's just bad, but it felt very, like, awkward when I played it into Levia from Victor's point of view, but again... I mean, this hand just looks like block 6. Beaming Bravado into Raiden. And we just get to go 4 into 7. "100% I'm being greedy?" Really? Like, you actually think so? Like, and I say that because, like, this isn't like Victor where, like, I know what I'm doing, and, like, if I disagree with you, I'll just be quick to tell you that I think you're wrong, but you do think I'm being greedy holding onto the Lumina here instead of, like, trying to save it for, like, a big hand here? Oh, Ed Knight, the fair... Oh, he's playing Bravo, I assume. I assume that's what you say when you say the fair guardian, you mean... I assume you mean Bravo. I'm curious. It seems like Nick wants to keep his hand here, so I'm curious to see if he takes 4 more. It is cool to save it. Okay, thanks, Infinity. I appreciate it. I don't like... Considering that Nick didn't block at all there, it felt like a good opportunity to like use it there, but I guess he did. He just wanted me to play it. We can block with Bolt of Courage. I like this hand quite a bit. Gotta go. Good night, Magic. Have a good night, man. I appreciate it. I mean, okay, so it's an aggro matchup, so you think like we should just play a little bit more aggressively, Josh? I mean, that's fair. It makes sense. You are talking to someone who spends most of their life trying to figure out how to block in the turn, but yeah, I don't think we can double Lumina there, right? Because we have to pitch a yellow to make this work to get the +1, and if Nick decides to not block, then we just kind of get got here, right? I mean, we could have had triple Lumina there if we would have really have waited. You can do whatever you want. This matchup, KO is free. Ooh, interesting. Tell me about how this is free. And I'm not being sarcastic. I'm being dead serious. Like, I would like to know more about why you think KO is a free matchup for Boltyn. You blocked like a stinky Guardian player? Yeah, I did block. So... oh, I guess I can charge the red and keep the beacon, actually. Never mind, I wouldn't have had to have charged the yellow, so I could have went double Lumina this turn. Well, that would have been really good. Never mind. Ignore me. I see what I could have done now. Pitch the weakest link to play via the Vanguard, charging Banneret of Courage, keeping via the Vanguard in hand. That is a very good fleshbag turn, I would think. Yeah, Bolt of Courage would have been pretty good there. I can block Banneret of Courage, throw the weakest link, and then Arsenal V, and try to set up for like an actually big explosive turn here. And there's a good chance that the weakest link gets a card out of Nick's hand. There's a good chance that's the case. I'm also kind of worried about being fatigued here. Kids these days, I'm telling you. And you generate more value than him over the course of the game. So if I would have blocked with the headpiece there, I could have charged the Banneret of Courage, which would have had a lot of value. We're going to take... what's the other card in his hand? Agile Windup? I guess let's take the Pulping. We're gonna Arsenal V. Pitch Take Flight to play via the Vanguard. Actually, really? So we can prevent the 1 damage here. If we rip another yellow after this, we're in a really good spot. And then we don't need to charge. Okay. So we get to go via the Vanguard. We can pitch Take Flight and charge Express Lightning and then go Bolt of Courage into Engulfing Light into Raiden here. funny because I'm one of the youngest ones here. How young are you, Brad? Arsenal Bolt would have been a good target. Start V and get to keep the attack. I mean, yeah, there's got to be better lines when I'm playing this game. When I'm playing this deck, there has to be better lines. Like, I've pretty much just come to, like, a conclusion that that's, like, accurate at all times. I think charging Express Lightning, even though it's technically more damage, is better because this feeds our soul. And then we still get to keep an attack here. Trent's pretty young also. Trent's pretty young also. Oh, I did say one of 27. You're barely younger than me. I just turned 28 in June. I don't have to give this go again. This is 4 on hit draw card. Flesh bag and a card here, maybe? No? This is 4 on hit goes to my soul. And we can Arsenal the weakest link. I mean, that looks pretty good, right? Yeah, I knew Trent was really young. Trent's like 22. I was like, Trent's younger than me. I was surprised because like I don't meet many people in the space younger than me, like that play cards and stuff like that. I mean, don't get me wrong. I meet a lot of people like in that 25 to 30 age range, but you know, that doesn't count because he's whiny, Riney, LOL, bro. I honestly love that he gave me flesh bag here. That's like, I feel like a major W for us. It's like, I assume this is a blood rush. Hopefully this isn't like a 30-point turn. Okay, so looking at my hand, we're probably going to block here and charge the Bolting Blade at some point to get a Quicken token. And then we're able to go Beaming Bravado, charging Take Light for 4 go again, Raiden, Bolt of Courage. We'll take the 8 here and see what he does, though. I'm not the whiny one. I accept it's bad and I make the best of it. I have never seen so much shade get thrown at Reinar like I did last night. We might be blocking with more cards than I'd like to here. We may be blocking with like 2 to 3 cards from hand. We'll go to 7. Or I'm sorry, we'll go to 6. I mean, the good news is that like we can just block. Why not just throw Claw and swing big at me? It's going to be another attack. Oh, wow. Talk about getting bailed out by variance. He drew and discarded Beast Within twice that turn to get me the win. Wow. I did not see that coming. Talk about a way to win a game. So the 9 there, we were gonna have to block 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and go to 3 and then do nothing on our turn. Actually, with the Soul Bond, I probably just go to 2 there. Man, I did not think we were going to win that game. That was an interesting. Yeah, that was interesting. The end of the game right there. Oh, there's multiple games here we can join. Let's go. You'll love to see it. Just kidding. We can't join that game. I think we want to go first. Drew says this is our worst matchup. So, yay for us. Soul Bond Resolve. We want to bring in Saving Graces and Command and Conquers here. We cut Courageous Steel Hand. We cut Spirit of Arena. Probably Lumina Lance. Maybe we want Sink Belows here as well. Feels like a lot of cards to cut here. I don't know. Seems like Simon's luck. Yeah, honestly. Let's charge there and come in for 3. Oh, this is the Tiger Katsu too. So there's like actually quite a few on hits here. Bonds is what made this matchup the worst. I mean, that makes sense. My opponent must have a pretty good hand. We're going to Arsenal the Beacon and hope that we can like try to set up a double Lumina hand here in the first like couple turns. Just going ham here on turn 0, huh? I really don't want to let them Katsu, but I mean, my hand doesn't work, right? I can't charge 2 cards and do multiple things here, so maybe we're just supposed to block. I don't know. I think we got to take the 1, right? Like, I don't think there's any world that we are blocking this. We will charge the Cataclysm to cover this up, actually. This, I think, is worth. And then we can block just to block efficiency. We did get a second card into our soul, which is kind of good here. Yeah. If I choose to not block the 100 wins, I take 2. And then I could block one of the needles, but he doesn't throw them at me if I play that way, so... What does Maul say? 1 or less base? Think we're supposed to block like this? There's no way that was their entire turn. Talk about a W for us, right? Talk about a W. Who do you think is going to be the exclusive hero for the Armory deck? Ooh, so I'm actually really excited to talk about that as well. That's going to be... that's going to be really cool. I think that's going to be, like, how there's, like, going to be, like, a new hero for an Armory deck. I don't know. That's tough, man. I am intrigued by that as well. But I'm doing well. How are you, Enrique? We were talking about the spoilers earlier. I'm super pumped about the spoilers coming out. Wait, I don't have to Boltyn here, do I? This can just hit and get go again, right? Yeah, never mind. I hope it's Adult Terra. Adult Terra would be amazing. I am really hoping for an Adult Terra. Very selfishly, of course, but... We get to go get Illumina and then give this go again and draw a card? I like this because they have to decide how they want to play this one. We give this go again. Take flight, and then we could also give go again here if we wanted to as well. Greed monster, absolutely. Yeah, it's first true counterspell. I'm very excited about that. I thought it was pretty cool as well. I've only charged one card this turn, right? And I can't really throw this. I could pitch to throw the Valiant Thrust. I'm probably supposed to do that, right? Like the life total is going both ways here. Swinging down for them and up for us here. So throwing the Valiant Thrust is probably just correct. Although I would like to set up an arsenal here. I guess knowing that we were going to do this, we should have activated Iron Song versus before that Raiden hit. So I can Saving Grace and block this for 5. I can charge the Banneret of Gallantry. And then I can throw this for 4 go again. Feels really awkward. I don't know. I mean, I guess the Quicken token just means that, like, kind of what Trent's saying, that, like, this doesn't really check for anything. I mean, yeah, you can links and stuff if you want to here. Dude, I really want to know what Aurora's weapon's gonna be. Now, we get to attack for 2 and keep something in our soul this way, and then throw the Raiden for 3. Putting our opponent down to 12, or they're going to give us a card here. We probably want to charge the... This makes a Tiger, right? We want to block this. The Courage here. I mean, we're probably just going to charge both of them, right? Probably doesn't matter. Saving Grace just looking pretty solid here. Saving Grace looking even better now than it was. Because now, unless they have another buff, this does nothing. Okay, so they do have another one. Having double Ancestral Empowerment in the same hand is interesting. I don't know, it doesn't come up too often, I feel like, but... a little unfortunate for us in that spot. Are you talking the Lightning Wizard ability? Are you talking about the one that says discard an instant, draw card? They did not. Oh, we charged, so it never hit. Okay. I mean, yeah, I guess that's the thing that's allowed to happen. It is really cool. I'm going to be honest. I think that Rummage is better than most people realize. Like the whole discard a card, draw card thing, I think is a lot better than people think it is. The Chase the Tail's cool, but you have no way to play it, brother. I mean, I believe when Drew said this was our worst matchup that he genuinely meant that. So this will be for 0. You can't play the Chase the Tail. Which means your Crouching Tiger is going to be for 1. Yeah, that's fine. I'm imagining cards that trigger when you discard them, similar to the windups. That would make a lot of sense. Trent earlier said that he was curious to know if it was going to be like a brainstorm thing, which could be really cool. I mean, they could go get another Tiger Swipe here if they wanted. I don't think we really care. Like, so what they could do here is they make 2 Tigers, right? They could use Pouncing Links to go get another Tiger Swipe, but it doesn't matter. Because it's like, if they want to use Mask here, they're just going to get 4 more damage, which I'm okay with. They could go get a Salta Wound here as well. Yep. Salta Wound would be for 6 at this point. We also have like almost all of our equipment virtually, so... We're going to take 3. This hand's looking pretty solid. We can throw Illuminate and Command and Conquer with this hand. I'm also blocking to see if they throw like a CNC at us or something like that. Or some sort of self-mill control deck. A self-mill control deck, like, so I think that like the counter spell is like it's a very strong reading, in my opinion, that they are definitely going the route of... They are definitely going the route of like a like more controlling style wizard, and they're going away from Frostbites. Like they gave us Frostbites with Icelander, but no chance it's Brainstorm? Really? You don't think so? You don't think it could possibly be there? I mean, we are winning right now, Drew. We are winning right now. I mean, this is just Illuminate into Command and Conquer, which I guess doesn't really matter, but it's still just 10 damage here, and we have almost all of our equipment. I also think this guy doesn't really know what's going on. Like, again, like, and I don't mean that to sound rude. Like, maybe he's trying to learn the Tiger Katsu deck. My opponent went and searched up a Chase to Tail. When they had no resources or ability to gain resources, so... Alright, they've got 3 cards. They still got Mask, which is pretty scary, but we have like almost all of our equipment in Illumina here. We have double Lumina. I mean... We'll just stop this on-hit effect here. And if they throw both of the needles at us, then that's fine. Because we're going to go Beaming Bravado. We're going to go red Beaming Bravado, charge yellow Beaming Bravado, play Lumina and attack, and then save the other Lumina for the next turn. Blocking with the 1 card was correct, because it doesn't really fit into like what we're trying to do here. The Express Lightning doesn't really like play a role in our turn. So no blocking was incorrect, but... I'm going to play 1 Lumina here because it forces multiple cards out of my opponent's hand. And I don't want to play the 3rd Lumina. I want to save it for next turn. Yeah, I block when it's correct to block, Josh. Absolutely. The drain ability from Verdance, both wizards. Yeah, it's like both the wizards are definitely a very different take on the game, which is exciting. I'm excited that they're giving us like a different look at the game as a whole. Like the wizard class is kind of like being revamped, in my opinion. You know, there's still some amp cards out there, and there's still some cards like there's still some like, you know, like wizard still like is living in the world of arcane damage, which is cool. But I think it's moving in a positive direction for game design as a whole, personally. Yeah, I mean, we've definitely got him like locked up here. So we're gonna give go again here. We might have just killed him if we played both the Luminas here because they couldn't have blocked it all out. Yeah, Yeah, we probably would have just killed him here. If we would have just played him out, because we would have been able to attack a third time here, so we would have just won. We are going to say no blocks this time around, because we literally... Our hand's, like, insane here. So we're going to pitch V to charge... We're going to pitch V to play red take flight, charging Command and Conquer. Come in for 4 go again. My opponent's going to do everything they can to keep a hand here, but it's not going to matter. We're going to get them. I love that their take flights just have go again, so we don't have to do anything. This is 3 go again. Also, all of the attack actions we rip here are just, like, feeding into our ability. Value Town, population us. Oh, those 2 blocks. You love to see it. Lumina for the win. Give go again. And throw 4 more here to just close the game out. Taco Bell or Wendy's? Oh, dude, that's a tough question. So, I think I like Taco Bell better, but if you, like, put a gun to my head, I would go to Wendy's because it's cheaper than Taco Bell. But is this like that English or Spanish thing all over again? Bro, because I kept seeing TikToks about that after Drew, like, said it to me, or, like, somebody said it to me one night when I was streaming, and I did not understand what was going on, but I kept seeing things about it after that. All right, Boltyn's feeling pretty good. I did double beat chest again today. Felt so cool. It is very good. Like, it was really cool when you did it to me the other night. Because right now the game is just the various shades of aggro in a sense. Some faster and wider and some taller and slower. But just trying to get straight up, out-damage their opponent. I mean, yeah. I'm excited for, like, there to be counterplay to the game. It's interesting because, like, the true counterspell is still conditional. So you can just block. Like, if you're blocking arcane damage, like, they can't play it, right? I did not say it to you. I hate that meme. Oh, why do you hate that meme? I wanted dinner suggestions. I mean, listen, I am all about the number 7, that chicken quesadilla they have at Taco Bell. I'm all about that, but spicy nugs, man. Just give up the horse for the light. One, Josh, I like what you're doing there. I like the whole light thing that we got there, but I don't know. I have foil horse. I have a completely foil horse deck, man. Like, and that's pretty chill. I don't know, like having foil horse, pretty sweet. Oh my god. I just had to approve transmissions, but I just saw it. The D's nuts joke. Damn it. I didn't even think about that. Imagine the first Zen that gets his Art of War countered. Bro, it's going to be a rage fest. It's going to be hilarious, though. I'll tell you that. I love the Doritos tacos more than the nugs, to be honest. I mean, listen, man, if that's the case, roll Taco Bell. I've never had the Doritos tacos. They did that Cheez-It thing for a while at Taco Bell that I never got to try. One of my buddies said it was pretty mid, but I never got to try it. Bring me opponents. The light has better foils. There are some cool, like, warrior cards in general are pretty cool. Foil. I bought a lot of foil cards. This is the tuning matchup, right? It's got to be. Or no, this is Soul Bond Resolve because it works with the traps. We probably just roll in fat here, right? Sinks, Saving Graces, like, we probably just want to run 69 here. I don't think we really care about the weakest link, though. Countering an Art of War would be insane. Like, I would actually be furious. Um, we can Arsenal the Beacon of Victory and just try to let them get got. I would love to try the Doritos tacos. Oh, they don't have that in your country? I mean, listen, man, it's probably not the healthiest thing in the world. Doritos tacos is probably not something I should be eating, but yeah, because all of our power cards turn on Riptide's traps. Yeah. I like that the Soul Bond Resolve protects us a little bit here, which is kind of cool, I think. I wish we were arsenaling something different than a Beacon of Victory. I'm not a huge fan of arsenaling it this early in the game. Being able to charge the Spirit of Arena this early in the game is insane. Bro, if you could counter an Artivore versus a Levia, that would actually be nuts, right? That shit. It's bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. Oh, they're on the New Horizon thing. Death Dealer, like, get you got him aggro. I mean, they can just throw something else at us, so we probably shouldn't block this, right? No reason to. Yeah, the fact that they have gauntlets is, like, tough. I mean, this card's really good against us, right? So it's good we didn't block. They're going to get a Searing Shot back. I mean, we're going to block this out. Just to block this out, I think. Because, like, our turn's not doing much else. This Engulfing Light is going to be for 2. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's for 4 because of the... I wasn't thinking that the Frailties don't hit our card because it's in our hand. Dodoy. We do have Beacon of Victory in our arsenal, though. So if we can get a couple more Soul rolling, we can probably, like, double Lumina them at instant speed, maybe. I mean, Riptide's cool, man. Dory is the only warrior with a favored matchup into Rippy Boy. Why does Dory have a favored matchup? Like, honest question. It's like, no inertia trap, please. That's fine. Stop it. The on hit is, like, pretty good for them. Light the Way, charge, take flight. I have a Sigil on top. I think we have to take 4 here. Dude, I'm really excited for the Blitz tournament. I don't know. I'm very excited for the Blitz tournament. I guess let's just block 4. We'll use the Iron Song Versus to block efficiently here, I think is the better play. They can realistically run Decimator, has a good matchup. I mean, that's fair. If you're running Decimator, that makes a lot of sense. So we charge via the Vanguard, which means if this hits, it gets go again. So we can Courageous Steel Hand to potentially give it go again, and then... I mean, there's no reason to do anything. Like, we charge the yellow card, it gets go again. And then we're going to throw Raiden. I am going to play the Still Hand here. Because we just want to get the value off of this. Just use Still Hand to push damage where we can. The fact that they kept all of their cards is genuinely terrifying to me. Man, I really wish we had a way. We could sink the... We could sink the Command and Conquer here, right? Do I want meme or do I actually want to try? I mean, listen, I'm somebody who shows up to every tournament they can, like, trying. It's just who I am. It's like I can't help, like, I have to try. Maybe we should sync one of the Luminas here. This does not feel like it's going well. Oh, Brad was answering my question. Do you think the Marvels are going to be the double face cards? Probably. I would assume so. If you just naked swing Dongblade or especially Great Axe and never pump it or react at all, the matchup is basically free. That's interesting. It's an interesting, like, thought there. So what are the odds that we do this and go get something like a... I mean, we can get rid of one card here, right? I guess it's just to, like, get him or to, like, force him to trench this away. I was like, yeah, you should definitely trench here, but... Oh, let's go. Yeah, dude, how many promos do you have? Like, honest question. God, they just, like, they've given me a frailty almost every turn of this game. So, my hand... I really don't want this to be on the freaking frailty turn. But this hand's really good because I can go take flight, charge Express Lightning into Valiant Thrust, into Raiden. I think we're just supposed to take 7 here. I don't know. I have 2. That's cool. Are you thinking about buying your third one, Trent? I assume when you say the promo ones, you're talking about like the ones from Barcelona, right? Not thinking about getting a third yet, but still, I mean, 2 out of 3 is not bad. I completely agree with you. Charge this. It's 4, go again. Hopefully there's no frailty trap in our future. Verdansk is going to be really cool. I'm very excited for... I'm very excited for this set in general. I think this set's going to be awesome. We're going to give this go again. Seems like they're playing a lot of like aggro. Like they're not really focused on... Seems like there's... Oh, I needed to give go again here. Wait, no I didn't. No I didn't. I had the extra action point because of Spirit. I thought I needed to use Boltyn, but I did not because of Spirit. Being able to put Spirit into play early is very good. It's a lot of value from being able to like just get Spirit into play early on in the game. Interesting. My opponent just takes 3 again, really. We don't gain a life off the Command and Conquer. Goes in the bottom of the deck. We don't have anything to get rid of. Light the Way, charging Beaming Bravado into Raiden into Snatch could be pretty good here. I don't think we ever care about rabble, like in any sense. So we'll just go ahead and give up, or like take 4 off the rabble. It's weird how like Ravenous Rabble is a card that like either sees a lot of play or not a lot of play. I don't know. His hand does not feel that good. Taking 6 feels very awkward, but they can't like use the reload effect here. Dude, the promo lightning presses are dope. God, they've played 3 codexes of frailty in 5 turns of this game. This game has been 5 turns and they played 3 codexes. I was playing Riptide yesterday. I flipped 3 blues off the top and I played 3 blues in a 69 card deck. I'm sorry, Drew. That's unfortunate, brother. That is unfortunate, brother. I need to throw the Command and Conquer. Go to 3, Arsenal to sink below. I mean, our turn sucks. Like, we played a 5-turn game, and I think there's been 1 turn cycle where I haven't had a frailty token. Maybe 1 turn cycle. Honestly, there might have been all of them. Might have been every single turn I've had a frailty token. I don't know. The rules revised for Rosetta is going to be a mile long. Oh, bro. Bro, it's going to... Dude. Like, even the release notes for this game are going to be, like, a country mile long, dude. I think this is like our turn. Feels like a meme, but okay. And then we get to sink below. Putting this on the bottom, I guess. Four go again. Uh-oh. Just kidding. There's no go again. I did not realize that worked that way. Well, I did, but I wasn't thinking about it, and we just got. That's tough. That is tough. When Ashley was on Kasai, we called frailty stink tokens. Dude, that's hilarious. I love that. That's great. I mean, when you're playing Kasai, makes a lot of sense. It is so hard to play via the Vanguard without Tunic. Like, I don't know how people play this with Soul Bond Resolve consistently. God, is that another Rabble? Okay, I mean, that's kind of like a blessing in disguise here, to be honest. Charge the Courage, so we get a Courage and a Quicken token here. As a Kasai guy, I get it. I mean, yeah. Having the Courage and the Quicken token makes me want to, like, throw the Snatch at them for 5 go again. But We're going to take 1 and go to 2 here. And then I'm just going to pass, and we're going to hope that they draw like a quote-unquote Riptide hand, which is more of like a Runeblade hand here, more than anything. Okay. I don't really feel like they're playing a ton of traps, though. It feels like they're playing like way more... Feels like they're playing a lot more... I don't know, like I would say like this is definitely like a heavy aggro version of the deck. Sink below. I guess we can put the... Did I click it already? I guess we can put this on the bottom. Looking for something different. We'll see what we find here. They have Rain Razors, we're dead. We're not going to charge, but they have Rain Razors, we're dead. All right, so we managed to stay at... We managed to stay at 2. We're out of equipment. Now, this is 5 go again on hit draw card, which is pretty good. I wonder if you just try to fatigue him from here. I mean, there could be a world where we could just try to fatigue him. I mean, we are up 12 cards. It feels very unlikely that we get to fatigue Riptide. I mean, they are out of a lot of the cards that they want to use here. So, I mean, it's a possibility. Trap incoming. Seven. I mean, now that we're at 1 and we don't have Soulbond Resolve, we probably are supposed to try and fatigue them. Like, they're not Azalea. They can't dominate us, right? But with us being at 1, all they need is like 1 Rain Razors and they'll just get us. That gets us right because we can block 5. And that's it. And then we take 2. Yeah. And that was tough. That felt like a rough one, guys. I won't lie. That felt like a rough one. Yeah, I don't know. If you just throw a 0 for 4 every turn or something without charging or giving go again, it's possible. I mean, yeah, to where we don't turn on the traps. Soulbond Resolve kind of protects us from the traps early on, so, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Guys, I know it's earlier than normal, but I'm probably going to call it a night. We talked about spoilers and the PT, and, like, you know, and if I am going to get up early, which I am kind of thinking about, I don't know. If I decide to get up early and watch it, I'll be in the Discord. I'll just jump in the Discord so I can hang out and talk to anybody who's up at that hour. And if you guys want to hang out, I just check and see if I'm in one of the table chats or not, because I don't know if I will be or not. It starts pretty early. I'm gonna look and see. But I appreciate you guys hanging out. Appreciate you guys coming by. Hope everybody has a good night. If you are watching and you are playing at the PT tomorrow, good luck. I hope you crush it tomorrow. Hope you do well. Good luck to everybody who's playing. I'm trying to think. I don't know if I'm streaming this weekend. I don't think I am, but you never know. You never know. Something might come up and I might stream. So anyway, thanks for hanging out tonight, guys. Hope you guys have a good night, and I'll see you guys later. Take it easy, guys.